Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays FTL, Faster Than Light. This should be episode 9, I believe, but in any case, let's get started. The last episode was undoubtedly the longest and best episode that we've had so far. Maybe not from an entertainment standpoint, although I think it was, but certainly from like a progress standpoint. So let's mix it up this time and actually go for the NG Cruiser. So one thing I want to look at is the achievements for this. Have 3 drones functioning at the same time. That's an achievement I could possibly get. With the NG Cruiser, destroy an enemy ship using only drones, possibly if I also get the 3 drone achievement. And have 4 enemy systems or subsystems ioned at the same time while using the NG Cruiser. Possible, but again, maybe unlikely. But in any case, we've got our ship here. I don't know, let's rename this the City of Gold. Enter, of course, I always forget. We have a human crew member, which is weird. So I guess this can be, Mustache Man, glorious name for a lady, and then we will have Monty, of course, and then maybe just Mr. Spelunky. Sorry, Debbie. There we go. So continuing my somewhat trend, this guy's just named Man now. Mustache Man. All right. So he's Spelunky, Monty, and Man. Well, let's just name this. This guy doesn't have the right name. Mustachio is his name now. Awesome. And Spelunky's fine for name. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started here. So, playing as the NG Cruiser, we do have a little bit, slightly different things to worry about. Looks like we have a pirate ship here. We could fight it or we could choose not to fight it. You know what? I'm gonna fight it right off the bat. No, I'm not. I'm gonna fly away. I was gonna fight it because it's like, well, you know, we might as well take a high risk here in the early game, because then we can just restart and we haven't lost anything anyway. But let's be a little smarter about things. They will give us, this rock scout will give us 3 fuel if we accept their offer to escort them, so I will definitely do that. By the way, we should maybe put Mustache Man here in the shields room, and Spelunky up here in the weapons room. We'll have Monty pirate the ship, the next Air Bud movie. We'll come down here. I want to go to the store and the quest, obviously, but first I want to accept as much scrap as possible. Let's, yeah, sure, you know what? 2 fuel for 2 drone parts is an okay trade right now. We will now go to our quest marker. No need to go to the store if we don't have any scrap to spend, right? So here we get ambushed by a rebel rigger. They have a drone as well. It's a missile defense drone, which does not bother me at all. So let's power up our drones. And hopefully their defensive drone can't shoot our defensive drone. So we'll focus. Oh, I should be ion blasting their shields right now. Nope, totally missed them. Okay, so what I'm planning to do is we'll wait for drone to nearly fire, then I'll ion blast. Unfortunately, our ion blast will continuously miss. Every single time. What do they have, like the greatest evasion stat of all time? This is like comical. Finally, we've taken their shields down a little bit, so our drone should be able to do a ton of damage now. There we go. Engines and drone control. Not the #1 sections I would like you to shoot at, Mr. Droney. But you gotta do what you gotta do. O2 is fine. Starve them to death from the inside out. We've done a little damage to their shields. Their weapons are totally offline, so we're gonna get through this just fine. If they, I was just gonna say, if they offer us some kind of surrender pact, we might go for it. And you know what? That seems fine for me. I don't really want the missiles, but we can trade the missiles a little bit later. You know what? Let's just kill them. The scrap isn't that much. The fuel isn't that much. I've got to remember to auto-fire my ion cannon because it recharges so quickly that we would be stupid not to. And that will take them out. So hopefully, I don't want the missiles. Just give me more fuel and more scrap. Well, instead we get 0 fuel. We do get more scrap, though, and more drone parts as well. So I'm not going to go to the store, because I don't feel like that's super important right now. I was talking to one of my friends. We actually have to fight here as I pause the game. But one of my friends about, like, how the NG Cruiser play differs from normal play. And I'm thinking that basically what we want to do is find like a second weapon right off the bat. Because if we find a second weapon, we'll be sitting pretty because we can just keep shields down constantly, blast them with a laser or preferably a non-missile weapon as well. We can just keep them blasted constantly and then do much better for ourselves most likely. We have our oxygen totally offline now, which is obviously bad, but we'll get Mustachio to fix that. Their engines are totally broken. Our shields are down, but their ship should be going down from like the inside out basically right now. Again, we'll just remember to constantly fire here. And 1 or 2 more hits and they'll be out. I should be aiming my ion cannon not simply at their shields as well. Like, for whatever reason, that's my habit. is aiming it entirely at their shields, but it would be good to aim it at their weapons as well once the shields have actually gone down. So let's focus on that in the future. You come across a rebel automated scout ship pursuing a civilian ship, weapons engaged. Let's aid the civilian ship and fight the auto assault ship here. So again, we'll focus on all this stuff right here. Thank God we have a lot of drone parts to start with. Taking their shields offline, which is good. Now it's like, drone, please attack. Please attack the weapons or the shields when one or the other is down. There we go. So weapons are mostly offline for this guy. And we should just be able to keep this up, basically. Just alternating between weapons and shields so this guy never gets a good crack at things. It would be awesome if our drone would stop attacking empty rooms. That doesn't really appeal to me all that much. Let's keep this up. Another 2 attacks or so. And we should be good. There we go. So the reason that I think the NG Cruiser is a little bit... Well, we get another drone part and some scrap. And a decent amount of scrap and fuel there, which is awesome. The reason I think the NG ship is a little bit more difficult than the Kestrel is that with the Kestrel, like, here's the thing. It all comes down to, like, taking the shield down and then doing damage to the hull. The Kestrel has 2 weapons that are guaranteed to do that, and you can actually, like, aim the laser. So you can use missile to take down shield and then aim the laser to take out weapons. Whereas with the NG Cruiser, which we're now calling, what did I call it? The City of Gold, we can take down their shields with the Ion Blaster, but then the drone just shoots wherever it wants. So we kind of lose that directedness, which is why I want to get a second weapon as soon as possible. So these guys are stuck in a small asteroid belt. Let's try to shield their ship with ours and escort them out of the field. Well, we got some fuel and scrap. We took a little hull damage, but I think it was worth it because we now have 75 scrap, which means we could potentially buy a weapon soon, which is awesome. So we can attack this auto assault ship. That's what I want to do. We'll activate our drone here. And then we'll pretty much just function on the same principle that we've been doing this entire time. Take their shields out. The drone then will do damage to whatever it chooses to do damage to. And we should more or less be able to prevent ourselves from taking too much damage. Taking their weapons offline is important. Yeah, like, we should not take too much damage here. I was gonna say we can get hit by a couple of lasers. Actually, our Ion Blaster is now totally out, but it doesn't really matter, because NGs, of course, are the ultimate fixers. We get good fuel, good scrap, and more good scrap and some drone parts. So we're gonna be looking for a store as soon as we get to the next sector, because we want to buy a weapon. Occasionally you can find weapons, but I would rather just buy them, if possible, if we can find them. And I'm going to take the scrap. I'm not going to actually fight the ship, because who knows what's going to happen next. And let's go to the NG-controlled sector. Took a brief look at the star map there. It looks like we're going to have a pretty easy run of things here. And we could possibly get another ship here. Remember, there is like an overarching quest, which could allow us to get that NG ship, or the next NG ship. We'll go to the Zoltan stuff here. What am I trying to say here? Get that extra ship and then have a little bit more variety in my next playthrough as well. Okay, so we find nothing here. We're just going to continue exploring as many beacons as possible, of course, because we want to get to these quests. Now, we could explore the asteroid fields or just wait for FTL to charge. Let's explore. We got drone parts and scrap. That's good. I was worried because if we took some hull damage, we'd have to repair it. But we have a ton of scrap right now, so it's not a huge problem. Ah, here we go. We get a halberd beam now as our weapon. So now what I want to do is upgrade our ship. So the halberd beam requires 3. That sucks. Let me think about this for a second. If we power this up and power this up, we still need 3 on our weapons. So what I'm going to focus on is I want to get enough scrap to completely allow us to use our halberd beam. How am I going to do this? If we activate the drone now, we have 2 power. I can power down the medbay and power up the halberd beam. No, I need 1 more weapon. Okay, I need 1 more weapon power up to do that. That's fine. We're okay. Let us just continue jumping here. We're gonna need to amass a little bit more scrap to get this halberd beam working, but once we get the halberd beam working, it should be awesome here. Let's refuel our ship a little bit. This is gonna allow us to do a ton of hull damage and directed hull damage, so we don't have to wait for the drone to do whatever it wants to do. Okay, your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take up a bit of mercenary work. We need to convince them of their poor decisions, convince pirates of their poor decisions by severely damaging their ship. We'll pay you well as long as you don't kill them all, except... Okay, well, we found the pirate ship, like, immediately, so we're gonna fight them. Let's get our anti-ship drone going. They have a teleporter, that's not good news. That's very bad, actually. But let's get started. So we'll attack their shields right off the bat. They only send 1 dude to teleport at us, which is weird, because we should be able to just fight him off here. If I have to go to the med base, so be it. We're going to take a little damage. The O2 room is on fire. That's like the worst thing that could possibly happen right now. Let's try to open this to allow us to put that fire out. You got to get to the med bay, buddy. And we'll just continue auto-firing here. I should be pausing more often. Oh man, now the engines are down. Close the doors, close the doors. Okay. Now we will fix the oxygen. Let them live and return to the settlement. Yes. Now give us some money. We got a hull smasher laser and 22 scrap. Now the hull laser we should be able to use right away. That's awesome. We don't need the halberd beam anymore. We should send an NG in here. Oh, medbay's power down, of course. We should send an NG in to repair the oxygen room. They repair twice as fast, so it shouldn't be as worrying for Spelunky here, even though he is taking a little bit of damage. We'll just send him straight into the medbay now that it is fixed. And who do we have? We had Monty on the pilot and Spelunky on the weapons, I believe. So obviously the next thing I want to do is upgrade our shields, but we're going to need a little bit more scrap for that to happen. Let's just accept this and get out of here. We'll wait for Spelunky to be totally healed, and then we will jump to maybe the store and heal ourselves? I don't know. I would definitely want to upgrade our shields soon as well. This does give us enough to use our drone power as well, which is awesome. And we can upgrade our weapons at our earliest convenience now at this point. So let's jump, not to the store just yet. We'll jump over here instead. We got to be a little quick because the rebel fleet is still behind us. Doesn't seem like anything is going on here. We'll go distress, store, beacon, exit is the way I'm thinking that this is going to work. So first distress call. It's an asteroid belt with a pirate ship. Let's use our beam weapon to carefully cut the ship out. We get 17 scrap and some missiles as a result of that. We will now jump to the store where we will heal our hull or potentially buy another crew member if possible. Well, we can't. There is no crew member. We could buy some drones. I mean, recall that there is an achievement for having as many drones as possible. You know what? Let's sell the halberd beam and then get like a second drone going. Let's get a beam drone here. We'll buy that and we'll repair our hull and we'll buy as much fuel as we can. The missiles are not important. So now we have two. Oh, they both require power, right? That was stupid of me. Whatever. We're experimenting. If we get more scrap, we've got a lot of upgrades to make. Let's look on the bright side here. Alright, so an NG ship sees you armed to the teeth, immediately broadcasts its surrender. Let's accept their offer, because I want to get extra scrap. I'm not sure what happens if you actually just, like, tell them you're friendly. Maybe they board your crew or something in a good way. So we see transport ship has been refitted for transport rather than combat. Let's demand the surrender of their goods, get into some combat. And they're trying to escape. What do we want to use here? So anti-ship continually attacks enemy ship. Continually attacks with a small beam weapon. The beam weapon might be better for us because beams do really well against unshielded enemies. So let's activate our beam drone here. And we'll immediately start sending our ion weapon to attack the enemy's shields. Our ion weapon charges so quickly that we're going to be able to fire it like 3 or 4 times before our hull laser actually charges up. But we definitely want to fire our hull laser at the same time that the shields are down. Alright, so this is going to be easy now. That hull laser is a nice upgrade, actually. I quite enjoy it. And we'll just keep focusing on the shields. Oh, the beam, or the ion attack actually missed, but the beam weapon is doing quite a good job here taking it out, and that is going to be way faster than our normal combat. And we got another weapon, Hull Smasher Laser Mark II. This requires 3 power, so I guess we do still want to focus on our, we'll go Zoltan Homeworlds. We definitely still want to focus on getting our weapon power up, but we need shield power, and we need more drone power as well, to be honest with you. So let's start by just getting ready to upgrade our shields, because that's probably of the utmost importance for us. We'll check out this distress call, see if we get something good here. It's not good. This is a hostile cruiser, and it looks a little bit powerful, so let's Ion Blast on the shields right away, and we'll get our, yeah, let's get our beam weapon going. That's fine. Once we take the shields down, it will be awesome for us. It's going to be hard for us to keep them continuously down, I guess. Now, we'll get ready here. We're going to go weapons, and then immediately use our laser, as it just happened right there, and the beam's doing its good work. I should probably be firing at the weapons instead of the shields now, but it's not an enormous problem. Again, we'll try this. Should be able to take the weapons offline. Ah, close. Again, we'll keep firing at the weapons. Fire another one in here. Oh, that should have gone for the weapons, not the shields. You fool! Incompetent captain, what can I say? And the beam weapon is totally useless against the shields, which can be frustrating. It's okay. I'm not coordinating my attacks very well here. What I should be doing is like Ion Blast, then immediately Laser afterwards. Like this. Yes, that worked very well. And now with weapons basically offline and shields basically offline, the beam weapon should be able to get some good work done here. I'm hoping, at least. Oh, no, shields are back online. They might actually get away. Oh, that fucking sucks. Why did that take so long? Maybe I should have just activated the second drone. Oh, I can't do that, actually. I don't know. It just didn't work out well for us. Let's just continue going on here. That was what they got, though. They're going to spend a lot of scrap repairing their ship. Okay, so we have an unmanned scout here. The unmanned scout has no shields. So we will just focus everything on the weapons. I've got our anti-ship drone going here, but that's not super important. Everything is missing. Are you serious? This ship has a lot of weapons. I'm a little concerned about that. Why do we have no one in the shields bay? That was stupid of me. Again, this is concerning me because they have a very powerful ship from certain perspectives. The fact that it doesn't have any shields is a problem, but hey, okay, they're still alive. No, go fix it. So we got good scrap there. Again, we will upgrade our shields. Now we can have 2 bars at all times once it gets fixed anyway. Why don't we send our NG back here to make this happen a little bit faster? Never send a human to do an NG's job. So the engines will be fixed in like 2 seconds here. We will get ready to jump to the next sector. And feeling pretty strong so far. Tons of weapons. I would probably sell... maybe I wouldn't sell Hull Laser 2 yet. I mean, it fires 3 lasers. That seems really useful. We're going to jump to... conclusions, Matt. No, we're going to jump to this beacon. I do want to go to the store, of course, but I want to amass as much scrap as possible before we get there. We have another automated ship that we're going to attack, and it's going to be exactly the same as our first engagement. Basically, we're just going to focus on taking out their weapons as soon as possible. And, of course, our ion attacks are completely whiffing, as is our anti-ship drone now. And their missile is going to land perfectly and do a little bit of hull damage to us. But they're going to be dead before they know it, so it's all good. This fight actually went a little bit better than the last one, which kind of surprises me. I don't know why. I guess we do have double shields now, even though I didn't have them powered up because I'm an idiot. We need more, like, raw power, I think. Like, right now, I can power it up, but then I can't use a drone, so I gotta depower the medbay for now in order to fund all of these ridiculous things that I'm doing. So let's get rid of Hull Laser 2, I think. I know that sounds crazy. Fix all. We can sell Hull Laser 2. Do we really want to, though? You know what? Let's keep it for now. It's probably a good idea. And we'll just keep jumping throughout here. We're gonna have to go through this nebula, so I'm just gonna expedite the process and try to get through this sector as fast as possible. Okay. A Zoltan Elder hails you from the planet. Look, through luck or intent, you have discovered the Great Eye. Look into its depths and receive your just dessert. Pull the ship in closer. Wow. A kaleidoscope of colors fills the view screen, and one of your crew members begins to age rapidly in reverse, eventually disappearing into nothingness. Let's just hope they've transcended physical existence and not just been forced out of it. So we've lost Monty. Now we need a new pilot. I'm saying, Spelunky, you get up here. So Monty is now turned into a Star Child. Honestly, that's how I always knew that guy would go. Do we have... No, we have nothing here to worry about. So let's go beacon and then exit and move on to the next sector. Not superb so far. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Not superb so far, but it's working out okay, I would say. We're just going to fire our ions in on the shields, try to take out their energy shields as soon as possible, because that is going to be a big pain in the ass for us. Then we'll focus on their weapons, because I really do not want to have to deal... We should pause here for a second. Do not want to have to deal with goddamn missiles all day, every day. So let's open up all these doors to kind of funnel the oxygen out, and then on pause. And again, we're just going to continually focus on weapons here. Oh, there goes our weapons bay. That's really not good. So we're going to close this door. We're going to send Spelunky in here to fix it. It's desperately needed right now. And then we're just going to focus on taking out their shields so that hopefully our drone can do some damage. Hopefully to their weapon systems, ideally, it would be the way that I would want it to happen. But you can't always choose. Oh, god damn it. What you want to have happen. Close all doors, please. Mustachio's doing a good job of putting out all the fires here. Maybe. Their weapons are totally offline. Okay, that's great. Put the fires out in the shield room, please. We've taken them out. It was kind of close, though. We get good scrap. We're going to need to repair our ship at some point. You get in here. Alright, close the doors. I don't know if this guy's going to be able to put out the fire. In fact, it's spreading. We don't want to do that. We want to open them this way. Medbay is powered down. That's stupid of me. Let's power it up. And we'll just open up all these doors so that the oxygen can kind of funnel out of the ship a little bit if I can open these airlocks. Should get one more power bar so we can keep our shields fully up. This is a problem for us. The oxygen is slowly leaving the room, but it's taking a little while. Please do not destroy my ship from the inside out. Okay, I think it's finally going out. Just two more. Oh my, one more. And it's gone. Okay, close. Now, we're going to send NG and Mustachio in here to fix the shields first off, then we'll fix the engines. It's the utmost importance for us. The oxygen is going to pump back in throughout the ship. It's going to take a little while to get back to full, but that's okay. Shields are going to fix very quickly because, of course, we do have Spelunky's NG expertise here. You know what? I should actually keep, like, Spelunky on the weapons room, I think. Because he's, like, a weapons expert, right? If we go to ship, equipment, or crew. Yeah, he's a weapons expert, so we should send him in there. And maybe just have nobody manning the shields, because how close was she to being a shield expert? Pretty far away still. And she's better at engines, actually, because I'm an idiot. So she can pilot, Mustachio can pilot, and you can get in the weapons bay, Mr. Spelunky. And we will just jump to the exit. Still alive, not doing fantastically again, but we are going to get to, like, Sector 4, at least, it looks like. Yeah, let's sell 5 missiles. I definitely do not need missiles. That scrap is going to come in handy. And next upgrade we want to get is definitely either drone control, which is going to be cheap for us, I think. Zoltan-controlled sector is fine by me. Yeah, we'll want to get, like, more drone control so that we can send out 2 drones at the same time. How much is that going to cost? 30. And we need 2 of them, so it's going to be 30. We need 75 total. That's okay. Of course we will go to the store. But first, let's visit some beacons. Hopefully pick up some scrap here. Looks like there is nothing going on. We'll continue to examine these beacons. If we don't manage to get a ton of scrap, doesn't really matter. Take our anti-ship drone, and we'll get ready to just... We're going to have to power down the shit out of their shields. I think they have 2 missile launchers. So we're going to aim for powering down weapons first. But they will probably just deactivate the shields anyway, because that's how it seems to work. Engines are critical. That's okay. The engine is not of the utmost importance. Things are not going well right now. In fact, I think there was someone... Help me. Oh, man. Very not good. Tons of missiles coming in. Shields are more or less down. Why did I fire the shot at their pilot? That's stupid. Our ship is taking incredible damage. This is just an unmanned scout. And we are just missing with every shot, so we must have the greatest robot pilot in history. Oh man, here we go. Why were my shields not powered on? That is a valid question. We did 1 hull damage. Remarkable. We could actually survive this now that the shields are down. If only our fucking drone would focus on the goddamn weapons instead of anything that isn't that important. I think we are going to come out of this surviving, believe it or not. Believe me, it blows my mind too. But I think that is how it's going to work out. You got it, drone. Oh god, attack the weapons. It's the only way to be sure. Wow, we won. I did not expect it. We're leaking oxygen like crazy. We got to get in here and fix this stuff. Again, we'll send 2 people to fix each station. Didn't even realize that there were fires going on. Because our sensors are out. That's why I want to repair sensors first so we can kind of see what the hell's going on. We'll get some repairs done here. I guess that is the augment that we have that is like NG Medibot Nanobot, or NG Medi Nanobot Dispersal. Allows us to heal our dudes even when they're not in the med bay. So the shields are going to take a very little time to fix. Engines might take a little bit longer. But with our NG help here, it should be okay. And then we will fix this breach here. And we'll be good to go. We definitely want to jump to a store and heal ourselves. That is probably our #1 concern. You can see my guys are losing health in here. That's because there's so little oxygen. But yeah, healed up pretty quick. You want to be in the pilot's chair, and you want to be in the weapons area. But first, heal up at the med bay. It's been a tough couple of runs for crew members. Like, we have not gotten many extra crew members. Usually, when I play off camera, I get a ton of extra crew members. I've had like 8 members on my crew, which I believe is the maximum. But apparently that's impossible when you're actually recording it for one reason or another. So we will fix as much as we can, which is almost all. We're getting a little low on fuel too, which is concerning. But now with the Federation hot on our trail, we will jump to the next area and continue jumping. Probably just trying to get to the exit as fast as possible, to be honest with you. On our lonely 2-man crew. We are going to have to do some combat here again. Let's use our anti-ship drone. And we will continuously focus on shields and weapons. Preferably weapons, but the first ions usually land on shields anyway. There's not much we can do about that. Here we go. So our medbay is like deactivated, as are our sensors. We need to fix... Okay, weapons are fixed. That's good. Weapons are disabled for them, which is even better. And I'm just going to continuously like hammer on them here. And we're going to try to do a coordinated attack. First, ion blast, now hull laser. Didn't work out too well. What? I guess I accepted their surrender. I meant to hit 1 to like auto fire my weapon, but it's cool. I guess I'll take their surrender. It looks like we got like 14 scrap and a little bit of fuel out of that. I was looking forward to kind of ending their lives, but that's okay. So we'll put this in here. Get everything fixed up. Alright. Send Mr. Spelunker back to our weapons bay and resume piloting here. Again, we're looking to build up about 75 scrap so that we can have 2 drones active at once, which is going to make combat a lot easier for us, probably. Or I could just spend it on the weapons. Spend the 75 on upgrading our weapons, because then we could have the hull laser instead of, like, hull laser 2 instead of hull laser 1. Which would be... Is it 75? Yeah, it is going to be 75. Would that be better? I don't know. It's probably better for us to have a second drone, to be honest with you. But we'll see. For now, anyway. So, we got a little bit more combat to deal with here again. Let's send out our beam drone this time instead of our anti-ship drone. Because we should be able to more or less deactivate the shields. Actually, this might be a bad idea. They have 2 missile launchers? That's fair. We'll see if this is going to work, though. If we can just keep their shields out... We're going to get ready to do a coordinated attack here. Now the beams should be fantastic. Their weapons are more or less offline. They've got 1 missile launcher left. And of course it lands. Did we lose? We lost our drone. God damn it. Alright, Spelunker. You get in here. At least fix the drone control unit. Again, keep their weapons more or less offline. When the drone controls come back, I'm definitely just using anti-ship again. And again, they hate our engines for some reason. Dude, is that a Hemi? Well, that fire is spreading like crazy. We should probably... Okay, fix the oxygen. That could be a problem. Can we do some damage here? No. Again, why do you hate my engine so much? We might actually die here. And we can't jump away because our engines are dead. Maybe that's the answer to our question. Well, there go our weapons, too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is just going to be the end of our run. That's unfortunate, but it always happens to me when I'm playing as the NGs. I should have used more scrap to probably upgrade stuff. Well, we have no system power on our weapons now. Or not enough, anyway, and that'll be the end of the City of Gold. At least it went better than most of my Spelunky runs recently, but as always, thank you guys for watching. Not a horrible score, but certainly not that good. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.